Hey Jeff,
Hello.
how you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Flip this around. We're at Badac Adventure Company, and we're going to check out some pretty cool trailers today. I used to come down here more often just to look around and see what cool ideas Jeff is coming up with, and what a good idea for some bad weather, cold days. Welcome back to another episode of Eric's Camping Adventures. Badac Adventure Company is a small family-owned business located in Sand Springs, Oklahoma. One day, I was coming home from work and I went by Jeff's place and I saw a whole bunch of stuff going on inside with these sheets of wood. I was like, that's gonna be a teardrop trailer, and this is the exact trailer right here. So Jeff, tell me what kind of features this thing has.
Oh man, so this one, what I was working with to design for the family was I needed me and my wife to be able to sleep inside with our son, Ben. He was 5 at the time, so he's not super long. And then my 2 daughters and my 2 dogs. So, there's a lot going on there. But I wanted to be as self-sufficient as possible when it comes to solar, battery. There's a 80-liter fridge in here.
Tell me again what this is on the side.
It's got a extra large full. It's just a little skinnier than a queen size bed, but you still get that 80 inches worth of length. And then a gear loft / in this one I built it for my son, who's 8 now, but he was 5 I guess then. And so that he could sleep in the camper with us. Then me and my wife would sleep inside, and the girls up top in the rooftop tent. This one started as an old boat frame that we repurposed. But it's probably got over 13,000 miles on it probably.
Badac Adventure Company is nestled into a small industrial area in Sand Springs, Oklahoma, just north of the Arkansas River and east of State Route 97, just before you start to get out to some wide open spaces in Oklahoma. So Jeff, what is Badac Adventure Company?
Well, I mean, we built some campers. We like to have adventures. It's a dream born out of a love of camping.
So how did you get started?
Oh, me and my wife and 3 kids and 2 dogs, and you know, when you want to go camp, you need quite a bit of stuff with that amount of people. And so it really was out of necessity, right? That I needed a camper and decided I'd build something that fit the needs for the family.
Jeff is my neighbor, and we have both been doing camping things and trying to figure out camping.
Oh yeah.
And there was a little light something with that green tint that went over it that I seen in your driveway one day, and I was like, man, that guy's got guts. Well, now he's got enough guts to start this thing.
Yes. Oh, that was about the same time you were building your own camper.
It is, that's right.
Badac is a Polish word. Well, Badac is Polish for explorer, journey through a place with a sense of discovery. We started building, and then the logo, the buffalo, I mean, that kind of harkens to Oklahoma, right? The buffaloes roaming that wild and free spirit.
Tell me a little bit about the construction of these teardrops or square drops that you're building.
It's definitely square drop. We do a Baltic birch construction of our boxes, so it's 3/4 ply generally. That I've 3D designed everything, so everything's CNC cut.
So does that mean you have it pre-cut by a special cutter before you have it delivered here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are actually designing it,
Mm-hmm.
a specialist is cutting it, and then you're assembling it here.
I work in conjunction with a guy that has a cabinet shop out in Pawnee.
Okay.
And do the tool pathing and whatnot for it there. And then, yeah, we cut the pieces, almost all of them, and bring it back, and it really fits together nicely because I've already 3D visualized everything.
Gotcha. So do you actually do the cutting there with him, or does he?
Yes, a lot of fun to do.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. I look at the exterior, and it looks kind of like a rhino line. What do you got on there?
We do a polymer, polyurea bed coating that we have done. But before that, even though, once the box is in its somewhat finished state, a lot of body work and fiberglass is involved on top of the ply, that Baltic, which just adds an extra layer of protection. You know?
So all your seams are covered with
Fiberglass.
Fiberglass,
And
okay.
epoxy. That way, if there's any movement, you know, that
still sealed up.
twisting of the box, yeah, it's still
Okay.
sealed. And then of course coated on the exterior. We actually even coat the underneath for full like monocot construction, adding just more durability.
So Jeff, do you have one of these that's maybe in process, just to take a peek at how you build it?
Of course, yeah, we've got one just down here. This is actually also one of our, that's our SS7 model, which is what we call it. It's a super shorty, so it's 7 feet long in the box, which will fit about anywhere. And we're 4 foot wide, 4 foot tall on the SS7, which is meant as a super lightweight camper with just your necessities for staying out of the weather, right? It's gonna include pretty much your sleeping area, gear storage. It'll fit anywhere your truck can fit, or your car. It comes in lightweight. Base model on this starts at like 700 pounds. 600 pounds? Sorry, my bad. You know, once you've got water and gear and all the things in it, right at about 1,000 pounds, should be easily towed by anything out there. And yeah, so it starts out, like you can see here, you can see the Baltic we're using on the interior. Then of course this one's fiberglassed and getting ready to be go off to be lined. All right, check this out. That is simple deploy. Zip. This guy goes over. And then I'm gonna grab right here. Yeah. Strap. Pull up here. Wow. And whole thing. Oh. And you can run it like this, or you can throw down the walls or the legs, really secure it. And the legs generally, because this is Velcro, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a wall kit for it at some point that you can run it out. So we got Frank here, #1 fabricator, and he's been with me ever since we started out of the garage. Heck,
Yeah.
and it seems like a long time ago now that we're in a nice space and multiple campers. ready
Frank,
to
how
roll.
did you get involved in this thing?
Well, Jeff's my brother-in-law. Whenever I got out of the Marine Corps, I was still on terminal leave, so I was just kind of hanging out, and he kind of started doing everything a little before I got out, but I just started hanging out, helping whenever I could, and then it turned into this.
Three and a half years later.
3.5, 4 years later, here we are.
Yeah.
What I'm hearing from that is that Jeff and Frank are invested in each other's success. And that's a really good thing when you're talking about manufacturing any kind of quality. So let's just shift gears for a minute and talk about quality, because you're a small company, you're starting out. Why should I choose your camper rather than like a tab or a tag or any number of things that are out there that can get me off-road?
They're all good. I mean, I'm not going to talk bad about anybody. I just feel like our attention to detail, use of quality materials, we're not building, 30 campers a week.
Jeff, as a small company, if someone comes in and buys one of your campers and they perceive there's a problem or is an actual problem, how do you remedy that with your customers?
Man, we do. I mean, I'm not building you something that I'm hoping you're going to drive away and it falls apart. So if anything's wrong, like, we're doing the best we can to repair or replace whatever it is that's happened. Like that, I mean, I'm an honest person, and if we screwed something up, I'm gonna fix it. That's kind of always been our go-to. Like, I'm not gonna leave you out to dry. I want to try to figure out why, so we can all get better at things.
One of the things about smaller organizations is just being nimble, being able to respond. You don't have a huge quality assurance team you have to go through to get things first approved and then redesigned. You just fix the problem and move on.
Out, fixing it,
yeah. That's cool.
100%. I think it's only like 500 pounds on the receiver, right? Like a tug.
So sometimes when I come around Jeff's shop, he's got a new idea going, and this is a pretty cool one here. I thought he should give you guys a peek at.
Wow. So we also build our own propane tank mounts for the 5-pound and 11-pound Flame King tanks, which this is original design of mine, with a fold out. Very easy to get the tank in and out, but this keeps it secure on the side of the camper while you're traveling. And yeah, we sell these on our website, or heck, we got a couple local places selling them too. And just, I think, a great addition to any camper. So even if you don't want a camper from me, I'd love to sell you a propane tank mount. It's secure, just like that. You got your tank, you're ready to roll. You come back to your camper, slide it in, latch it on both sides, back to secure. You need to even put a little lock on there, both sides.
If someone is interested in talking to you or finding you to look at some of your trailers, what do they got to do and how do they reach you?
Well, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, but mainly badacadventureco.com.
Your website kind of walk people through some of the things they might want. I know I have actually looked at it before.
Yeah.
And I've gone through there and there's different features on it.
Yeah, so specifically for our Super Shorty, when you come in, you can get down here and let's see, we've got a full walkthrough for quotes. You can pick out your suspension, you can pick out your, whether or not you want solar, you want awnings, you want roof racks, all the things. It walks you straight through it, all the colors, and instantly after that it'll send you your full quote. And if you choose, we'll reach out to you to talk more. If you're just looking, then I'm more than happy to just shoot you a quote, kind of see how you want to explore. Or if you're ready to buy, we'll call you right then. We'll start working it out.
I really like Jeff's campers. I love his innovation. I love his ingenuity and creativity. And there was no remuneration for making this video, no expectation of like a discount on anything. This is a non-monetized channel, and that's how this operates. Don't forget Badac Adventure Company and the exciting things that are going on here. So just remember Frank and Jeff here. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, thanks for joining me for another episode of Eric's Camping Adventures.
See, he doesn't want to tell you yet that I'm the true inspiration
Yeah.
for his
Uh-huh.
teardrop.
You definitely built a good one. I definitely.